everybody, it's Miss Sharks here back for the final part of the Stampy skyscraper. Today, as I said, we are moving on to the final part, which is Stampy's office itself, and also like this pattern on the top. So yeah, just before we begin, I want to thank you all for watching the series and sticking with it. If my character would like to open his eyes, it would be better for me talking. Um, but yeah, other than that, thank you for watching the series. And let's get into this. Is my character just trying to avoid the camera? All right, thank you. But the blocks you're going to be needing for this first part are nether bricks, white stained glass pane, orange stained glass, white stained glass, nether brick slabs, pink wool, orange carpet, and white wool. So the first thing, as always, is to surround the previous floor with your nether brick, nether bricks, sorry. There we go, that is done. So now for the back wall, Stampy's floor, by the way, is not the same as the others. All the others were 3 blocks aside from the reception. His floor is 4 blocks high in total, if you do not include, this. So his main floor is 4 blocks in total. So just extend your back wall up for 4 blocks, where the elevator is. There we go. Does the inside also? Yeah, it does. So these parts of the elevator shaft also want to go up by 4. But other than that, you want to take your white stained glass panes and do what we always do here, and place them around the previous floor. If you're new here, it's 1 block, then leave a block, and then the glass pane, and that's all the way round. Except for this one, we won't want to get rid of the panes because we need them for the top, like layers. But the next thing you're going to want to do is surround this with orange stained glass. Then, hang on, well, there we go. Then normally it'd be 1 layer of white wool, white glass, as you can see. But for this one, as this one is 4 blocks high, you want to do 2 blocks of white wool. I've just done it again, haven't I? White stained glass. I think it's because every single floor has white wool, so I always say white wool. But the final layer is orange stained glass, as you probably could have guessed. Oh, look at that! I said it correctly that time. Orange stained glass. But what you can do actually is get rid of your orange stained glass. So what you want to do, as always as well, is take your pink wool and copy the pattern from the previous floor like this. So as I describe it, it's like 2 birds with 1 stone. You do the roof of Polly's floor, or the tech support floor, and then you're doing the floor of the current, floor that we're building. There we go. And then fill in the middle with white wool. By the way, I'll do the interior after I've done all the stuff on the outside. So I'm just doing the floor, but I won't be doing the desk and that until we've completed the roof. No, I thought there was some blocks on top. There wasn't. It was just like the sword shop or whatever it is that I had built. There we go, and the final part of this is surrounding the pink wool with orange carpet. There we go, that's all done. And now for the roof, all you're going to want to do is keep your nether bricks, white stained glass panes, white stained glass, and nether brick slabs. So the first thing you're going to want to do is surround your glass and your side walls with the nether brick slabs. Not there, because you want to place glass on top of that, but let me show you how you want to do this. So come to one of the sides, it doesn't matter where we start. Do 2 layers like this, and then on the edges of those layers, so each side, make it 3, and then do that for all sides. I think probably would be best. Even on top of the elevator shaft. So instead of placing blocks here, place glass on top of it like that. Then just go diagonal like this until everything is connected like that. So kind of like how you would do with the carpet, except it's basically 1 block more. I know you can't really see the white glass, that's not the, yeah, I thought I said white wool again, but, Then for this layer, you want to come in a block, and if we've done, you want to place your nether bricks on the same level as your glass, and if we've done everything correct, it should be, sorry, let me explain that better. Whereas with all of the floors have been 6 and then 6 diagonal like this, going in, if we've built this correctly, this top one here should be 4 blocks like that, and then 4 diagonal, which everything is, so, we've done that correctly. Then we want to extend all of the nether bricks up by 4 blocks. So I'll try and rush through this as quickly as I, can, because there's no defining details or anything. It's just nether bricks for 4 blocks high. Except whereas with, like I say, last times it would be 6. This one is 4. Don't worry, we'll get onto the actual office itself, and everything will be more fun. There we go, that is done. And now you want to surround the top layer with slabs again, like we did with the previous floor. But before we continue, you want to take your white stained glass panes, and as you can see with the previous floors when it was 6, you've got 1 pane, and then it's a block gap and then another pane. With this one, instead of 4 glass panes, it wants to be 3, but it wants to be 4 blocks high. I'm sorry, I explained that terribly. So come to the any side you want, do 4 panes like that, leave a block, do another 4, and then, like this. So you should have this on every single side. And obviously with the slab, you don't want it because it's just half. So 4 blocks in total. So let's quickly do that on all sides. Which shouldn't take that long, and it shouldn't. The thing we did on the previous floor, where I said to come to one of the sides, do 2 layers of the same one, and then place 1 block on the edges. Do the same thing as what we did, except this one will be 4 blocks, and then 1 block on the left and right hand side, whereas with the last time it was 6. So, like I say, you can see what I'm doing anyway. Then connect those. This one is 1 diagonal, as you can see, with the glass. So it may be a little easier. There we go. And as the same layer, you want to place nether bricks here. So this one should now be 2. So 2 blocks, 2 diagonal, and then 2 blocks, as you can see. Then we basically just want to copy what we did on the previous one, just with 2 blocks. So these ones want to be 4 blocks high, as always. Just, like I say, these ones are 2 diagonal, and then 2, whereas with the previous floors was 6 and then 4. So Stampys, I'm guessing here, tried to make a spire. There we go, that is done. And once again, surround these with nether brick slabs. Then you want to do the glass panes again, except these ones are just 2, whereas with the previous ones were 4, 6, 4, 3, and then this one is 2. So come to the edges, leave a block gap, and just do those. So they should also be 4 blocks high, like I said. But we should just have 2 of these. So there we go, that is the spire done. But to finish off the actual spire, you want to come to where we placed the slabs and fill up this roof with white stained glass like this. And that is the skyscraper done, other than Stampy's actual office. So let's get building the interior now. Let me just do the elevator first. So for the elevator, orange wall, nether brick fence, nether brick slab, a mine cart, and obviously a rail so you can place the mine cart. There we go. So how am I going to get in here? There we go. All right, so just want to do the same thing we always do for the elevators. So orange wall there, place your rail there with a minecart there, then an oak trap door there. Let me just fix that. There we go. Push that into the trap door, break the rail, nether brick fence there, and then a nether brick slab there to hold everything in place. Now you can get rid of all of that. Then, as always, you want to do the same lights that we always do. You know, so your spruce fence, your oak trapdoors, and glowstone. But if you're new here, come to the left and right hand side, leave a 2-block diagonal gap, and then place spruce fences with glowstone on top of that, if I can actually place it, and then surround that with oak trapdoors. With this one, with this floor, because you can see the spire, we will be adding some torches as well. So I'll do those after these lights. And once I've done the elevator sign and the torch as well. So this should not take that long if the trapdoors go correctly. There we go. So that is all done. Next thing you want to grab is oak sign and torches. So I'm just checking where these torches are. Okay. So with the elevator, you want to come to the 3rd block, place a torch, and then the 2nd block here, place your oak sign, which wants to say on the top line, boss with a capital B, and there you go. So for the next set of torches, you want to come to this first row here, and you want to place torches on these diagonal blocks. So this one there and this one there, as you can see, like that, and then copy that to all of them. There we go. And then for the final set of torches, be nice if I could just look up and see the torches, but Okay, so they are just those blocks there. Okay, so with where the elevator is, we'll class this as the front and then that wall there as the back. You want to come to the very top, place these 2 like that, and then turn around to the front, and you want to have them just like that. So whereas with these ones are all symmetrical, these ones just want to be facing forwards like that from the elevator. So there we go, that is everything. Now we just need to do the desk. And then we are done. By the way, in case you're wondering why this is here, we've had issues with previous ones where you want to it's supposed to be I don't know when it might just be an Xbox thing, but we've had issues where the desks were supposed to have I can't find any desks, I'll just save time, but the desks were supposed to have an item frame with a map or, something in them, like in Stampy's case, a cake. But on the version I'm playing on, you can't place an item frame and a trapdoor. So, yeah, so if you're able to do it, then when we do the PC, you'll have a stone pressure plate there, and then you'll want a cake and an item frame like that. But like I say, I can't place it. But let me know in the comments if you guys can do that, because like I say, I can't. Where's the flower pot? Flower pot, there we go. And I'll do that and that. Okay. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is the chair as always. For this next part, just grab yourself spruce planks, spruce slabs, spruce stair, oak sign, a poppy, a flower pot, white wool, and oak stairs. We will need more, but just for now, that's what we can do. So come to the back wall here. Come to the left-hand middle side here. Leave a 2-block gap and then place your chair. And then place oak signs on either side to represent like arms. Then for the desk, place 2 blocks here, go 2 blocks here diagonal like that. Then leave a 4-block gap and do the same. That is correct, isn't it? Yeah. Then come forward with your slabs by, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So go forward with your slabs for 5. No, go forward with your slabs for 4 blocks, so it should be 4 in total. And then on the edges, place your block, or you can just place a slab to make it a block like this, as you can see. So this one, it's like a double leg, but this one, it's just one leg like that. Then for the final part here, you want to connect it for 3 blocks wide. So you should have a 2-block gap between the chair and this desk here. Then you want to place 2 more blocks there like that, and that is the desk done. Place a flower pot here on the right-hand side with a poppy in it. And we also need another chair, but I think I will do that at the end. Then an empty flower pot here, so I'll get rid of those now. You'll also need another torch, which wants to go here. Then with your white wool, your PC wants to be here, so place your white wool there, and then we need our stone button and stone pressure plate. I can find them. There they are. Stone pressure plate there, and then stone button there. There we go. That is his desk done, aside from just one thing that you want to have in line with this. You want to have an oak stair facing this way like that, with a oak sign behind that like that, and the oak sign wants to say Stampy Boss like this. I don't know why that's there. I'm guessing that's supposed to be like a name plaque or something, but yeah. So other than that, we just need to finish off with one thing, and that is the chair, another chair. So whereas with this one was on the left-hand middle side, this one is on the right. So come to the end of the desk here, turn around, leave a block gap, and place your chair there. So as you can see, it's like this. Then surround that with oak signs, and that is the Stampy skyscraper done. Remember, like I said, if you're able to, item frame and a cake needs to go there. But other than that, we are completely done with the Stampy skyscraper. So that is where I'm going to wrap up this series. I don't know what I will be building next, but yeah, that is the end of this series. So thank you all for watching the series. Like I say, I don't know what I'll be building next, but this is. Hang on, let me do my outro on top. There we go. I think that's better. So, other than that, please make sure to like and subscribe. We are trying to hit 2K by the end of the year, and if we do, I'll be doing a £50 like gift card giveaway for any gift card of your choice. But any building suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below, as well as any horror games you'd like me to play. But other than that, please make sure to like and subscribe. Hope you all have an awesome rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, guys.